Okay, so, now, we gotta get ourselves out of Leviathan, and obviously, what we're gonna do is cut our way out of it, but we have to get to an area we can actually cut our way out of, which is the eye. But first, we gotta get out of here. I've never understood why this room is this way, because there's no enemies in here, but you're not allowed to leave until you break 5 of these little sack things. I don't know why. You're not on a time limit, and there's no enemies in this area that can kill you, so it just strikes me a little bit as being busy work. Like so, now we can leave, because for some reason, we had to do that. And now we go through its intestines, which are surprisingly well lit, actually, considering where they are. Must smell fantastic. This creature is also roughly 90% intestines, because we don't actually see very much else during our travels. We see the heart right here. It's 3 hearts. This is the boss, by the way, these 3 here. Apparently also, a demon, very unique organic creature, grows a metal carapace over its heart for some reason. And got a pretty serious tapeworm problem, because this guy's here. How it hid behind us and then popped out when we entered the intestines, we may never know. And it is just straight up the boss from the, 3rd stage. And now, it's gonna be there forever, because apparently it can't get its way out. It got through the smaller entrance, you may note, but it can't get out of that one because there's a couple of stringy bits in the way. What's he to do? Some half-digested Reapers are in here, but that's not interested in that. We've got places to be. Specifically the eye, which connects straight to this creature's intestines. At least I assume this is an eye, because I don't really know what else it could be. But yeah, just connects straight to its intestines. The idea of this room is, we can't leave, even though you could totally leave through that, until we kill enough of these guys that the thing in the middle has absorbed enough red orbs that it can give us an item so that we may proceed. Then we will go all the way back through the creature again, and then we will arrive back at its heart and fight its heart. And that's the entire stage. You'd think there'd be a little bit more process to getting outside of a Sky Kraken, but no, it's actually a rather simple procedure. Yep, that was a fantastic camera angle right there. Alright, now I gotta go all the way through. Fortunately, there's a connecting intestine right nearby. Now there's enemies in this room, now that we're completely done and we can just leave immediately upon entering. I just don't know why. I have to wonder if they forgot to turn enemies on in that room the first time round. It's so weird that room has nothing in it except the 5 doodads. Okay, time for a boss, because apparently, you just grow a gate to protect your heart if you're a demon. Incredible creatures. So what we want to be doing is hitting this, but it's got a metal carapace that it apparently grows, so we gotta break one of the ones on the side first. The one on the right drains your devil trigger gauge, and the one on the left takes all all orbs in general that the Reapers in the area drop. However, that's pointless to kill that one, really, because after you kill one of these, it exposes the core. So you're not gonna be killing the demons to get the orbs out of them anyway, so I just always gank the Devil Gauge one. It does this. It's not a very exciting boss, because the boss itself does almost nothing. It's actually just all the ads, which are just your basic enemies without their coats. The whole Leviathan thing's a bit weird, because you'd assume, the way it floats around at the beginning, there'd be a procedure to fighting it, where maybe you'd actually, like, you know, fight it from the outside, like Sin. But no, no. This is it. This is your lot, right here. This right here. And here we go. Hard cut to something completely different.
Tower. Timothy grew. A foundation that brought out fear. Fear. Yes. Fear.
Virgil's like, uh-huh. You really like that word, huh?
The rage and agonies of the people. Those who were confined here, with their desires for evil being unfulfilled. It was all because Sparta slammed the door to the demon world in their faces.
I mean, they sound pretty rude.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Whatever you say, buddy. Yep. And, you know, that Leviathan situation's just still going on somewhere out there right now. We gotta get to the next mission before we can actually see the resolution for that. Just save real quick. And away we go. Understandable. Probably really fucking hurt having us walk around, cut shit up in there. Yeah, it's really gonna help you. That pistol's really gonna stop that. This is gonna be kinda gross.
So this is the next stage.
Wait!
If you're asking for a date...
Ain't no one asking you out if you're covered in blood like that.
I make it a point not to go out with women who shoot me in the head.
Fair play.
Date a demon? I'm not that desperate. Besides, I really don't care for guys who stink like blood.
Yep, that's fair.
You're right. Tell me, what's your name?
I don't have a name.
Okay, then what should I call you?
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Whatever, lady.
And lady is what we call her to this day.
I'll leave this to you, because I don't want to miss the party.
Who counted on you anyway?
Yeah, it's kind of rude. Alright, we're gonna get a new demon weapon today. We're gonna go fight Nevin, who is the most cool devil arm, but also one of the worst, so that's sad. We gotta do a lot of fucking around with mechanisms first, though. We gotta get all around in here, you know, it focuses on that statue, even though the statue's not important for whatever reason, you know. Here's the new enemies, spider ladies. pretty, not attractive ones at that. There's another variation of this monster, which is exactly the same, but bigger and a different color. So that's how you know it's the real deal. They don't really do a lot, and everything they do is really heavily telegraphed, so despite being kinda spooky looking, they actually suck. Even the big one, because the big one doesn't actually do anything different. It just kinda is bigger. They also don't particularly care for fire, as you might have noticed, which is fair. Because it is a pretty serrated sword that is also lighting you on fire. There is something they can do that they, like, never do, however. They can try and web you up, and then you're stunned, but they don't really ever seem to do that. He said as they do it immediately afterwards. Yep, that's definitely web. It was nothing else. Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay, so here's an actual puzzle, right? It's pretty taxing. So try to stay with me here. If you read this thing, it's like, basically like, yo, get the light to the other statue, which is down here. How do you think we do that? Well, and that's it. So, you know, pretty up there in terms of difficulty. Okay, in this room we can actually get a new weapon, which I forgot to change into. We can be done with Artemis, even though we never used it. And we can replace it with Spiral. Nope, we don't want to replace Ebony and Ivory with Spiral. And Spiral is just a big-ass sniper rifle, which does still not very good damage. So, you know, that's cool. This is the blending room. I never fight in here because it's really easy to just get, like, stun-locked by the blades themselves. Because one blade can ping-pong you into the other blade, and then it can ping-pong you back into the other blade again. And it feels pretty bad, actually. Not that that felt very good right there, particularly. And we've come over here for this, which we will be needing to get into Nevin's room. After we fight more spiders, of course. Alright, now that we have collected the ambrosia, also Spiral would be up here. It would be right here on this platform if I hadn't already picked it up. So, you know, there's that. Not that we'll ever honestly use it. Basically, I only ever use Ebony and Ivory. It's just, you know, how it is. There is a secret room in this cave. Pretty sure it's these candles. Not interested in it. Not interested in fighting these particularly either. Just gonna walk right on by and go fight Nevin. They're still over there, spinning and screeching, having a great time, even though they're doing nothing productive with their time. Aha! In we go. Here comes the Scooby-Doo intro.
Welcome, sir. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it is. You'll be nice to me, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll treat you so nicely. You'll never want to leave.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Come on, sugar.
Nevin's pretty popular in the fan base for some reason. Couldn't possibly imagine why. So Nevin's thing is that these bats are acting as a shield. So we have to kill all the bats, and then we are permitted to hit Nevin for a little while, and then eventually she will get the bats back again. We have to do so over and over until she's dead. And that's basically it. She doesn't really have much in the way of comboing you. She just kind of likes to throw shit at you. Which she's about to do now. She's gonna do the lightning thing? No? Okay, that must be later. Also not a terribly difficult fight, especially since you got the devil trigger, which just lets you attack so much faster, lets you just clear through the bats. Ah, here we go. This is phase 2. She does that, and she's not gonna follow it up with the beams. Oh, that was not very smart of me. There we go. That's what she likes to do now. If you try and go hit her while she's doing this, basically it just doesn't work, and you have to wait till she finishes. Because she'll just teleport away from you the second you get up to her while she's still firing shit. But then she has a nice long stand where she's all like, oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, I'm so powerful, even though, no, she's not particularly powerful. Yeah, also, she tends to miss you if she's up at the top of the stairs and you're at the bottom, because she doesn't throw them far enough down. If you jump into them, though, that does help her somewhat. So I wouldn't advise doing that as I just did. I also would advise not getting Shrek'd either. But you can take that one under consideration. That one's up to you. I may have been Shrek'd because I'm bad, basically, is the gist of what happened right there. But now it's easy. Now I got full health, no problem. We're just not gonna, opt to get hit by the lightning this time. Easy. And then the deathless run can continue. Oh, this is the last thing she can do. When she's doing that, she's trying to grab onto you, and if she grabs onto you, she starts just draining your devil gauge and restoring her health off of draining it. So, advisable to not get hit by it, if possible. I just sort of do this, then cut her when I land, and then she gets staggered sometimes. A little bit anyway, she was kind of not reacting to getting hit for a second. And she's almost done. She's probably going to try and grab us again, and then that's going to be it. Oh, she did actually grab, but then immediately released, so...
My
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Just had a lot of flashbacks to DMC there.
All right. I'll help you. Your father was a handsome devil. But you're no slouch yourself.
Yep, Nevin's a guitar. That was also actually a remix of a song in the game called Taste the Blood, which is like the main song. So, Nevin's pretty cool, right? But, yeah, a lot of the things you do with Nevin, never mind. We'll come back to that. It's a long fight outside, isn't it, by the way?
Welcome back.
It's not really, like... I mean... You can't really just say that to the gun. It's not like it really went and whatever. Alright, I'm gonna save again. So, like, what Nevin does, basically, she makes you sit there, usually, and throw bats. And... that's not very helpful. Like, Swordmaster is, I'd consider pretty mandatory if you're gonna use Nevin.
Soon we will reach the lair of judgment. Tim and Nick-Gru will finally regain its full function and lead us into the demon world.
Sick gift tattoo,
The world where
bro.
Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you. His own son. It must be fate.
Does that woman really bother you?
What are you talking about?
What did he say?
Why didn't you kill her? Perhaps because she's your daughter? Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
That's none of your...
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you? You're an incomplete being as well. Both demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
Shut up. Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
Or at least I hope it's the last door. That's gonna be real awkward that that happened.